Okay, for context, what you guys mentioned earlier about the 60-40 split, you guys have been in this game a lot longer than I have. You probably got to see a lot of small YouTubers and medium-sized YouTubers kind of go up a little bit in the rankings. How often or how common of an occurrence was it that a lot of these smaller YouTubers or medium-sized YouTubers start actually making it and then come back and say, whoa, this 60-40 split is not working right now? Was this pretty common?
Yeah, so I can talk about that. So across any number of networks, it was something that was talked about online. You can actually see the public communications about it, with creators talking to each other, asking what sort of deals they should be getting. So some creators, I'd say 1 in 100, 1 in 500 would actually grow, depending on who they were. And it was definitely possible to renegotiate from a 60-40 up to a higher revenue share. That was very, very common in the past. So that's not like the whole you're locked into some terrible revenue share thing. That didn't really last for very long. So they were able to renegotiate up very commonly. Today, so what we're talking about for multi-channel networks is they would take 40, back in the day, they would take 40% of your revenue, maybe 30% of your revenue in exchange for the services. As time went on from the early 2009 era of MCNs to today, the amount of revenue the MCNs took from creators in exchange for services decreased from 40% to 30% to 20%, now in some cases 10% or less. So what I would recommend to creators that are potentially looking to sign with an agency or sign with a network is to negotiate the revenue share down that you're talking with the MCN about to the absolute bare minimum. And if you're only listening to one thing I say on this podcast today, listen to this part right here. It is an ice cold business decision to join a talent agency, a management agency, or an MCN. And you need to just literally write down on paper this equation. So the equation is, they're asking me for this percentage of my revenue. They're going to provide me with these services right here. You take the top item, subtract the bottom item, and then what are you left with? So if they're taking, for example, 10% of your revenue and you make $100,000 per year, that is $10,000 per year. So if the services that they're providing you are equal to you $10,000 per year or more, that's a good business deal. Then you should potentially sign with that MCN or that agency or that management company. If the services they're providing are not worth $10,000 per year in this example to you, then don't sign, because the value isn't there for you. It is an ice cold business calculation. You're not anybody's buddy. You're not anybody's friend. You don't need anyone else to be successful. But in some cases though, some creators can join MCNs and they can offer them services that are worth way more than the revenue share that they're providing. For example, if you're a music creator, some MCNs offer label services and claiming services, and they can help you get better distribution. They can help you manage your own channel. Maybe you're a clueless musician who makes fire tracks, but you have no idea how to do any of this social media stuff. The MCN or the agency or the management company could provide you with services that transform your business, right? So that's a good business partnership. But what is a bad business partnership is when you blindly sign away a percentage of your revenue without doing a very careful value calculation for the money you're giving up. And that's the one, if you only remember one thing from this podcast today, it is exactly that. It is an ice cold business calculation. You guys got it? Good.